Behind me is the brand new Skoda Enyaq Coupe and also Skoda Enyaq normal version SUV, and those are the facelift version 2025. And in this video I want to take you around the car. I want to make a walking tour. It's not a proper review. As soon as I get the car for a proper review, to go in detail, to do the test drive, consumption as always, and all the technical data you will find out soon. Of course I will give you some technical data and some information about this brand new Skoda Enyaq, but as soon as I will have the car, I will do the test drive and all that stuff. We are in Brussels at Brussels Motor Show in 2025. This is the first motor show this year, and Skoda yesterday decided to present this brand new Enyaq facelift. And to be honest, I like much more this new design language. And as you probably know, the electric cars come on the market, let's say the first versions, and now they come with facelift, which improve even more what they did wrong in the beginning. So let me take you through, let me give you some technical data about this new Enyaq, and then I will take you through around interior, exterior, and I try to give you as many detail as possible. So let's do it. All right, so here we are, guys. Those are the both versions, the both new versions. Here is the coupe version in this beautiful kind of a gray bright color. It looks really wonderful. And then you have the normal version. I want to give you some information and some technical data before we go forward. So something really interesting is that in Europe was among the top 5 bestseller electric cars in 2024, and in Germany was the second best sell electric car, which says a lot about this Enyaq. I think it's a fantastic car, and from the beginning they released the first version. I like it very, very much. I'm not going to go too much into detail with the technical data, but I want to give you the most important data. So what is very important for an electric car and for a car in general these days is the aerodynamic, because you want to have as less drag as possible. You want to have good numbers on efficiency. So they improve from the previous version. So the normal version have 0.245 CD, the drag coefficiency. The coupe version have even better 0.225, which means this is one of the most aerodynamic SUV on the market these days. That says a lot about the aerodynamic and the changes that they do to the front end of the car, and I will show you a little bit later some air intakes and the design. Comes also standard with LED, but you have optional matrix LED headlamps with light animation and signature, which look really good. Volkswagen Group in general, also Skoda, they are really good when it comes to lighting and lights in general. You have the length of the car, it's 4.66 meters. It comes with rims from 90 to 21, yeah, and 20 for the sport line version. Here we have 21 on the normal version, and if I'm not wrong, here we have 20. They say it comes with 20, but I think they are 21. I want to check to be sure. So we have it right here, it's 21, yes. So normally online it says that Sportline, because this one is the Sportline version, it comes with 20 rims, but those are the 21-inch rims. So we have both, on both version, we have 21-inch rims. It comes optional with DCC, Dynamic Chassis Control, which is one of my favorite suspension system. Also, it comes in 3 different versions. Enyaq 60 rear-wheel drive with a 59 kilowatt-hour battery, but we are not going to talk about that. That's the entry level. Here we have the 85 and 85X. So the X is the all-wheel drive version, which is here on this Sportline, and 85 is the normal version. I will try to go through both of them to show you a little bit. It comes both of them with 77 kilowatt-hour battery, NMC lithium battery, charging speed up to 175 kilowatt-hour in DC, and 10 to 80% you can charge it in 28 minutes. AC 11 kilowatt, both 0 to 100 6.7 seconds. The top speed 180 kilometers per hour. It comes, of course, standard with keyless entries, heated seats, redesigned steering wheel. I will show you a little bit later, and also we will talk about the screens and all that stuff in a second. Another important thing is the fact that the space, right? On an SUV, what is important? The space is one of the most important. And you have in the trunk 585 liters, and if you fold down the seats completely on the normal version, it goes up to 1,710 liters, but on the coupe version you have 570 liter, and if you fold down the seats completely, it will go up to 1,610 liters. Also, the price, entry level price, well, yeah, it starts somewhere around 44,400 euro. The price might be different depending on the country. And the bigger battery come at a price, starting price of 49,000 euro. And the big battery with all-wheel drive Sportline, which we have here on the right side, it's start at around 57,150 euro. And enough with price and technical data. Let me show you a little bit the cars, and let's go around the car to see a little bit better. I have to tell you that I like much more this new design language. The front end, you can see the front grille, it's totally different. And also it comes with those new LED headlamps, kind of a different signature than the previous version. It looks much better, much more desirable, if that makes sense. It's much more sleeker. That's why they improved aerodynamic. And if you look from the side, you can see the coupe-ish back of the car look really, really spectacular. I really like the way it looks on those 21-inch rims, although I will go with 20-inch for a better consumption and better aerodynamic. But overall, even those 21-inch rims, I think they look really, really cool on the car. I like also this side skirt down there, the way they design it with a little bit of black glossy. Also the back end come in a nice slicking way. The rear tail lights look really relatively similar with the previous version. You can see also on the normal version right there, but it has a little bit of a change that they do here on the lower end of the bumper. It's like it has a much more blending design with the bumper. So you can see kind of the bumper, it starts around here. So it's kind of look complete. I don't know if that makes sense. Usually most of the cars come with this area, with this bumper around here. Somehow they cut it a little bit lower, but this time they put it much higher and it looks much nicer. It's much more of a complete design. I don't know if that makes sense what I'm telling you, but in general it looks really good. I like the simplicity of the bumper and of the back end, but although on this nice bright color you can see those sharp edges, sharp lines. 6 sensors on the rear, some black glossy here on the bumper, no exhaust pipes of course, but you have some reflection here. Enyaq, Skoda writing on black with these three-dimensional letters. 85X from here, you know X is coming from all-wheel drive, so you know this is an all-wheel drive version. Here you have LED lights on the number plate, plus the reverse camera. Here LED tail lights in those crystal design, turning signal, brake lights, everything it's LED. So yeah, from this point of view, they do a great job with the lighting system. Up here, I really like the fact that you have the panoramic glass roof, which is in tinted glass, and also tinted glass here on the back. And it's also heated, but it's also blending quite nice, also pretty cool. The way they design the antenna, the radio antenna, it's small and nice up there. 21-inch rims on this version. You can see here you have kind of the same rims on the both cars. Usually this Sportline version should come with the different rims. Other than that, Bridgestone tires I see. I have also Bridgestone tires. I always use Bridgestone tires. You can see they have the Turanza version here. Nice rims on the rear. You can see the drum brakes. They still keep the drum brakes on the rear. Also here is the charging port. I don't want to bother the other guys on that area. Here's the charging port on the right side. That's something to keep in mind. And overall, around the windows, it looks really slick, really nice. Plus, they use this black glossy design on the Sportline version, where on the normal version, you have the chrome around the windows. We will get there in a second. The handles, they still keep those normal handles with keyless entrance. The quality sounds really good, really stable. Yeah, I like that. It sounds really good. Tinted windows, and here you have this black glossy that make the transition here on the edges and through the windows. It looks really cool. Big mirrors, really, really big mirrors, great visibility. Here is the turning signal, which is LED light. Here's the camera for 360 degrees camera system. Here you have also, again, this black glossy element, cameras for all the safety features, reading the traffic speed signs and all that, safety features for autopilot and emergency brake and all that stuff. Down here, again, the rims in the front, ventilated brake discs, simple brake calipers, 6 sensors on the front as well. Look at this slick front end, different grille here, different design from the previous version. Here is the daytime running light, and also it can turn in turning signal. matrix. This version come with matrix LED adaptive headlamps. And here it's a huge air intakes, which is real. So that's why this is one of that element that help improve the aerodynamic of the car. And they work a lot on aerodynamic, and they put a lot of interest in this, improving the front end, and the aerodynamic is much more round, much more slicker. And I really like this area here. It looks really cool. Also here in the middle you have the front camera, Skoda writing with big letters, and here you have some air intakes. This is active air intakes. So you can see right now it's closed or not. No, it's open. Let me see. I think they are active. No, they are not. They are not active, so the air will go directly there. So you don't have clappers to close it and open it. Will always stay open like that, but you still have a radiator inside there to kind of clean and stop the big items from coming inside that. Anyway, some black glossy down here in this area. And that's it with the exterior of this one. In the front, it makes no sense to open the trunk because you don't have any space. On both version I check out, and you don't have any space on the engine or on the front part. So that's something to keep in mind. Here in the back, you will see that you have much more space on the normal version than on this coupe version. And also the trunk entrance, it's much more smaller and you have less space. Let me show you. You open it from here. So this is the kind of the only difference, although these have better efficiency, better aerodynamic, better look from my point of view, and that have more space. But other than that, it's basically the same car. This is the entrance here on the coupe. You have this protection here, which you can take it out. It's kind of annoying. For me, at least, you will see in that one, it's much better. And then you have this cut around here. So the trunk, it's a little bit smaller, but other than that, it looks basically the same, has the same features, same hooks, LED light. Here you have the handles to fold down the seats. You have a 12-volt port. On the other version the same, and you have also this hook here, which you pull it, semi-automatic hook, you pull it out or you push it back. And some storage space left and right. Under the floor you have some storage space. Also here, pretty big storage space for cables or wherever things you want to put here. And you can also fold down the seats. I will put some image right now on the screen so you can see how it looks with the seats folding down. So overall, practicality, and always on Skoda, practicality was good. So on this new Enyaq, it's also pretty good. Some hooks up here for grocery. This is the button, another 2 LED lights up here, also inside. So pretty good lights and space overall. I'm not sure if it's someone inside here on this Sportline version, but basically when you go inside, you will see that good quality also on the doors. We will go there, I will show you in a second, but you have this leatherette. So they use this Alcantara microfiber basically. It's a microfiber, let's say, a material, but here on the side you have this leatherette. So it's a artificial leather, ecological leather, and that goes all the way on the side here. So the quality inside the car, also in this one Sportline and in the other one, it's very good. I really like the quality and the materials inside Skodas these days. You have Isofix, you can install 2 child seats. Here you have this armrest, which you can open it like that, also in leather here, very useful. Behind the front seats, again, this leatherette, some storage space here. I like the fact that you have kind of a flat floor, so you have plenty of space in the middle. Here you have the vents, you have the buttons for the vents and heated seats on the rear. And also down here you have 2 USB-C ports, which are very useful. And up here you have this beautiful panoramic glass roof, which look quite nice all over the roof. Plus you have LED lights on both sides. Now, if I go inside, I have to tell you that for me, 173 centimeters, I didn't adjust the seats. Normally it should go a little bit in the front, but I still have plenty of leg room, no problem here. Even though you have the battery under, it doesn't seem like my knees will stay too high, so maybe 1 finger. And on the head I still have some space here, like 4 fingers over my head on the coupe version. On the other version it's much better. And overall, handle hooks, LED, you already see it. This is the dashboard. It looks quite nice. It's the same dashboard, basically is the same as on the other version, so I will show you on this one. The other one have different interior. You can see with brown, it looks really good, brown leather, because you can get it also with animal leather, but you have a lot of recycled materials and ecological materials, but you can get it also with proper leather. But other than that, different design on the steering wheel. You have this big screen in the middle with much better hardware and software system. I will show you in a second, but overall it looks good. It still keeps some elements that make the car simple and ergonomic. You have plenty of buttons, for example on the steering wheel, plenty of physical button to adjust different settings, and also here in the center console. Anyway, let me go in the front to show you that. Also the handle, it's also pretty cool, one finger handle I call it, and here you have speaker here, and you have also privacy protector here. I will show you also on the other version. The door sounds really nice, man. I like the quality. It feels really good made. When you touch everything you touch, it feels quite good. Then you have some carbon fiber around here. You have LED light in the interior. You have also the same leather here. Canton speakers. Here you have another speaker, and here you have the buttons for the windows, and also electric adjustable mirrors, heated mirrors, electric adjustable seats. You have massage on your seat, and you have also two positions to save the electric seats. You have aluminum pedals on the Sportline version, some storage space here. Basically is the same. Here you have the lights button, and from here you open this, have some storage space, LED light in this area with some chrome vents, again some carbon fiber leatherette. Here you have the screen, 5-inch screen, and then you have a head-up display. I want to show you on the other car because on this one it doesn't work. And otherwise, this is the interior, the combination of this microfiber with leatherette, but you have side support. The seats are really nice. Yeah, let me go inside. Now here, this is the center console. Open it up, you have some storage space to put different items. Here you have the electronic handbrake, some coin storage here, storage space. Here you can wireless charge 2 phones, plus you have 2 USB-C ports, and here you have the shift-by-wire transmission. From here you can basically select the gears. Also here you have the glove box, which is pretty big. Again, ambient light here on the dash. It looks nice in the nighttime. I will make a video about that, so stay close as soon as I get the car. And here you have the buttons for a climatic system. So you have shortcut button. I like the fact that we have physical shortcut buttons, assistance systems, different driving modes, parking system with 360 degrees camera. Here you have the start stop engine. Basically you can adjust the steering wheel manually from here, from under the steering wheel. It looks really nice. I really love the steering wheel on this Sportline version. It looks sleek. I like the perforated areas. Here behind you can set up the autopilot. Here you have physical button for different functions, physical button here for the cockpit and different functions. This is the 5-inch screen. It's nice, it's simple, it's all you need. And you have also the head-up display. Now you can see it right here, which it has the newest head-up display from Volkswagen Group with augmented reality and so on. And here you have the Sportline writing. A little bit higher, a mirror, vanity mirror, LED light, handle, good quality on the roof. And also here you have those touch LED light, microphones, SOS button. The mirror in the back, you can see the visibility, it's also pretty good. And this is the screen, pretty huge screen. I think it's 15-inch if I remember well. It's pretty big screen. And here what I noticed from the previous version is that it works much faster. I mean, it's much more responsive when you go in different settings. So this is something that I like a lot. Then if you go here to the navigation, you can see that it's instantaneous. So it's super responsive. It shows you how much battery you have until where you can drive with the battery that you have. You have this white area on the map, which is great. Plus, if you want to go in other area where you don't have battery, the car is loading super fast. I like the fact that you have finally you have a fast multimedia system like your phone. It's working extremely fast, and I want to see that in 2025. And you see, it tells you that you have to stop for charging the car before you go there, and it shows you where you should stop. But if you want to search for charging stations, you go here on the search, you go here to the charging stations, and the car will find the charging station near you, and not only near you. And you can see how many charging stations are. There are a huge amount of charging stations these days, in wherever country you are, and you can see how fast it's loading. It's like instantaneous. Love it. So great job, Skoda. I really like how fast it works, the multimedia. Then you can go to home screen. This is the home screen. You can customize it. Then here you can go to navigation. You can go to climatic system, play with it from here, heated seats. In the front, you can go also into the menu. From up here, you have the vehicle menu. So here you find information about the car and consumption. You have the status of the car. You have the vehicle here. Yeah, but I have to turn on the car. I don't have the key, but as soon as I have the car, I will go in more detail, as I said before. And here you can add some shortcuts, like in a, probably you saw it. It's kind of very similar with the Volkswagen new software system, and also all other new Skoda cars. Down here you can go to the menu, the most important menu, and you have the air conditioning. From here you go to the menu of the air conditioning, so you can put it on medium or low, high, depend how you want to use it. You have the vents here. You have also heated windshield button here, and then you have also extra settings if you want to go even deeper in the settings. And of course you have all that fresh air, warm feet, warm hands, all that settings that you have on the previous version. You have, let me go back to the settings. If you go to the settings here, you can also change language, time, date, units, connection, information, right here, and also you have configuration. Going back, what we have, sound system here, we have Canton sound system, and you have so many sound system settings which you can change from here. You have also the volume, and you can go even in more details. Going back here, we have updates and so on. LoRa system, it's a yeah, probably most of you know it, and also from what I understand will be, and it is connected to ChatGPT. And what else? Here you have the apps. You can connect Android Auto, Apple CarPlay wireless, which is great. And then yeah, I think those are the most important settings. Of course, there are a few extra settings. If we go to charging here, where you can charge the car, you can see the percentage, and you have some extra settings on the charging. For example, the battery care mode, electric vehicle route planner. You have bi-directional charging, so you can do that with the car as well. And yeah, however, you have a few other settings around here. I don't want to go too much into detail. Here we have the assistance systems, where you activate autopilot, emergency brake, reading the traffic speed limits, all that safety features. You have the parking, 360 degrees camera, I can see this as well. And you have different driving modes. So the car comes with eco, comfort, normal, sport, traction, and individual. There you can individualize how you want it. It comes with background light. From here you can change the lights, as you saw on the dashboard and on the doors. So you can change the colors, and you can go also on individual, and you have also the seats settings, and you have massage seat settings and all that stuff. But those work only with the key, and I don't have the key. So let me go out and let me show you the other car trunk and the interior. The front, you already saw it because I put some images here. We have the 85 without the plus, so it's only rear wheel drive. But the space in the trunk, it's much better because you have this kind of squarish entrance, and you don't have any more that coupe look. Otherwise, everything else is quite the same. I told you, left and right, everything else is the same. It's just the difference is that here you have this, which you can take it out, this protection for the trunk, and it's also much squarish and bigger trunk. Down here, surprisingly, you have a little bit less space under the floor of the trunk. Surprisingly, here on the first it's the same, but here it's smaller than on the other version. And yeah, if you want to compare it, you can check out the video again. If you fold down the seats, it looks basically the same, but it has a little bit more space. I want to show you the interior a little bit, and then we will end up the video. Look at the interior with this brown leather, and this is proper animal leather, and you can see it comes all the way on the side. So the quality, it's incredible. There are perforated seats on the rear here, and it looks really wonderful. I have on the channel another video with the car if you want to check it out. Plus you have also some accessories which you can buy it online, so you can add it here in the center. You can see the difference on the other cars. You don't have that leather on the back. It looks really good, also with these brown leather. So from my point of view, it looks incredible. The dashboard, it's basically the same as you saw on the other version. The multimedia system and everything else is the same. The panoramic glass roof is different. It's much more smaller here, and you can open it. On the other version, you cannot open it. Plus you have this white roof, which look much better. I will definitely add this interior to the other car, and then will be incredible. Otherwise, everything else, it's basically the same. Let me show you this one also from the distance so you can see a little bit better. To be honest, if I have to choose between those two, I will definitely choose this one because it's much more practical. You can get more stuff in the trunk, but if I have to choose for the design, I will go with this one. So probably, hard to choose. Probably I will go personally with this one. I think the space is more than enough for me. So I have better efficiency, better look. But if you need space, I think this one, it's also fine. And I really like this approach, adding this gray on the lower end. You can see on the downskirt and also on the bumper on the back. It's not chrome, it's kind of a gray. It's kind of a gray matte. And it fit extremely well with the rims. Man, I really like this approach. I didn't see it before on other car. And you can see in the back here, some gray down there, black glossy, super cool stuff. I really like this approach, this plastic matte. And down here on the downskirt, ooh, it looks so interesting. I like it. And on the front, you have it also on the lower end of the bumper. So cool. It looks definitely cool. And the front end, much better. It looks like the new L-Rock. Where is the L-Rock? Here, right? You saw it. I have some video with it. The front end, I mean, the back, it's also very similar, but the front end, it goes in this new design language with the cars. So pretty cool. Otherwise, the same front end, same design. So guys, I hope you get some useful information from here. Stay close because we'll come much more new interesting car from here, from Brussels Motor Show. If you still have questions, ask me down below. As soon as I get the cars for a test drive, proper review, all that stuff will come soon. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I see you soon in the next one. Bye guys.